That's good. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more Injustice 2 news. I am your host, as always, BXA Ragnarok, and you know where I'm at right now. Just to give a little bit of an update before we get started here, I am still under the weather. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm very nasally and clogged up. I know what you're asking. If you're sick, why are you drinking beer? And you know what? Sometimes after a really long, hard day, you just need a beer, regardless of the circumstances. So I'm having a beer, sick or not. And we have today the official launch of the Shattered Alliances Part 4 trailer. I don't know how many parts they're going to do, but hell, the more the merrier. So I heard a little bit about this on social media earlier. I tried to stay off, but you guys already know how it is. It's pretty much everywhere. This trailer, from what I understand, focuses a lot on the Society, which is the villain faction led by Gorilla Grodd. I believe it's going to have Grodd, Captain Cold, Poison Ivy, Cheetah, Bane, and Scarecrow. So a pretty large and dominant faction of villains going to be opposed to, obviously, the Justice League, maybe even Brainiac. We don't really know what direction they're going to go with this story because there's so many parts and pieces kind of interwoven. A buddy of mine did show me a picture earlier of, it looked like Jonathan Crane, Scarecrow, in his regular everyday clothes, excuse me, bent down over a tank of gas, and he was like unscrewing it. So it looks as though in the Injustice storyline, based on that picture, I still have to see if it's in the trailer. I'm assuming that it is, but it looks like Scarecrow isn't dead in the Injustice timeline, even though he died in the comics, in the Injustice comic book. I don't know how. I know, who knows? Maybe this is the good not the good Scarecrow. Maybe this is like the Earth 1 Scarecrow into the evil dimension, or maybe the evil dimension he never died, so we don't really know. Maybe they just retcon that whole part, but if that is the case, then Scarecrow most likely will not be the avatar of the Rot, as rumors originally suggested, and he's just going to be Jonathan Crane, and the monster that we see him play as is what the opponent perceives him to be after getting hit with the fear gas, which is actually a pretty cool concept. I hope that he actually has some kind of transformation sequence in his intro. That'd be kind of cool to see that. And that's kind of the next best thing. I mean, even though every character would probably perceive Scarecrow to look differently, you can't have like 30 different versions of the character running around, even with the gear, as cool as that would be. Hopefully, though, his trait will have something to do with the character that he's facing, because it's fear. So whatever that character fears should play a part of what happens to Scarecrow when his trait is activated. So, like an imposter Shinnok kind of ordeal. But, you know, that's all speculation. I know you guys are tired of hearing me rant and rave about Scarecrow. So let's take a look at this trailer and see just what it is we're looking at. Alright, more Grodd. More Grodd is good. I like Grodd. It's like he's in Gorilla City.
In a few short hours, we break
Nice.
the yoke.
I hope we get a Gorilla City stage. That'd be kind of cool. Like all the apes in the background going ape shit.
My mole in Gorilla City says Grodd's planning something big. But what, where, when?
All right, so we
we
got
don't know.
Catwoman, Deadshot,
Has come.
Scarecrow, Scarecrow! Sorry, Flash.
No more regime.
Bam. Who is that he's slamming around? Who is that?
No more Justice League.
No more Justice League. Okay. No more Regime, though. That's interesting.
Today,
Ah, there he is. Okay, cool.
masters.
Captain Cold, you look very nice.
Society.
The Society.
That's a lot more than a few society members. It's all of them.
No Joker yet? Saving Joker for last?
Today,
That's such a badass shot.
show the world that we are superior. Today, we bring anyone who would dare stand against us to
Oh, reverse flash. That's cool. Nice. Can Deadshot shoot Flash? Is he that good?
You've overstayed your welcome.
We're happy to check
They've
out.
changed Grodd's voice. He sounds different than he did in the original trailer. Then he has the gap.
Nice aim, Deadshot.
Just get the job done.
I like Deadshot's new voice. It sounds pretty badass. Better than his original one. His original one sounded kind of plain. But, alright, so that was Shattered Alliances Part 4. I'm going to go back here a little bit. You guys already know what I'm going to look at.
My mole in Gorilla
It's
City
interesting
says
that
Grodd's
Grodd
planning
mentioned that there was no more Regime and no more Justice League, only the Society. So, It kind of really makes me wonder what they're going to do with this storyline. It's going to be the Justice League, obviously. Batman, Green Arrow, Canary, possibly evil Superman. We don't really know yet. Superman and Cyborg, at least, trying to bring back the regime. Then we have the Society, led by Grodd. And then we have, over here, Brainiac. Excuse me. We have Brainiac and possibly Darkseid. We don't really know if Darkseid's going to actually be in the story yet. They kind of haven't really addressed that point yet. I don't think he is at this point. I think at this point, Darkseid's just going to be that character that you get with DLC, and he's just going to have his own canon ladder ending, but not really play a part in the actual story mode, because that'd be kind of crazy, having Darkseid, who is a major DC villain, and Brainiac, also a major DC villain, all rolled together in one game. Maybe have Darkseid in the next Injustice 4 years from now, or whenever they're going to release it, but what direction are they going to go in? So is it going to be like the Justice League versus the Society versus Brainiac? Is Brainiac behind the Society? Is the Society going to turn against both of them? Are they both going to team up against Brainiac? We don't know. We don't know. We might not find out before the game releases, unless they do Shattered Alliances Part 5, and here's Brainiac. But so the last characters that we haven't seen yet so far, I believe, are Joker, and I think that's it. I mean, we have some gameplay trailers that we haven't seen for certain characters, like Poison Ivy, Reverse Flash, if he's going to get one, or Flash in general, Scarecrow, obviously. It's 6 weeks till this game comes out, I believe, right around the corner. So who knows what they're going to go with. I want to check out that look for Scarecrow, though.
But what, where,
He was highlighted a couple times.
don't know.
And I'm willing to bet, excuse me,
God's planning.
because Batman mentions in this part that he has a mole in Gorilla City.
My mole in Gorilla City says.
And then in the very next shot, we see Deadshot walking up. Did I go too far? Hold on.
Something big, but what, where, when?
Yeah, so in one shot, Batman says he has a mole in Gorilla City. And in the next shot, Deadshot comes strolling up. And Deadshot is a man of money, so he's going to go with whatever side pays him the most. So I'm willing to bet, mark me down now, Deadshot is going to be a double agent working in the Society for the Justice League. I called it here. Mark my words. I want credit for that if it turns out to be true.
We don't know.
Our time has come.
Scarecrow whooping on Dr. Fate. I'm always okay with that.
No more regime.
Who is that? Is that like a Superman costume, or what's going on there? I don't recognize that character. Or maybe that's Dr. Fate, just in a different color outfit. Can't really see his head.
More Justice League.
Okay, there we go. Alright, so I was kind of hoping when Scarecrow was first rumored that he'd have like a human appearance, and then his monster side, if it was going to be a part of his character, would be like a trait ability or some kind of fear gas related ability. So it's cool to see that they at least included a human version of him, at least in the intro sequence to his coming in. I like the noose around his neck. That's a pretty nice touch. If anything, if I had to critique, and I'm not picking holes at it, but the mask looks a little plain for what we've kind of gotten used to seeing Scarecrow wear. But other than that, I'm glad he's in there. I like that look for him. Has kind of a William Birkin thing going on there. Turns the gas on. He's probably going to emerge from the gas as the scare monster that he appears to be.
The Society.
That's a lot more than a few.
And he's in a
society
riverboat,
members.
which is kind of interesting.
It's all of them.
That's such a, that is, I'm going to screen cap that. That looks so nice. So, yeah, okay, so he will have some part in the story, I'm sure. I'm sure he'll be a major part of the story, hopefully.
We bring anyone who would dare stand against us to their knees.
Wait a minute.
We bring anyone who would dare stand against
Who's that
us
talking?
to their knees.
That doesn't sound like Grodd. Maybe he was talking through a microphone. That doesn't sound like him, though.
You've overstayed your welcome.
Okay, so he's probably
We'll
talking
have
through a
to check
microphone.
out. But you're coming with
I
us.
am very hyped for how this game is going to turn out. I'm very hyped to see where the story goes, too.
Just get the job done.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll flip away or someone will grab him. So that's it. That's Shattered Alliances Part 4. There are my thoughts and initial reactions to it. Very excited to see where the story is going to go. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for the inevitable Joker reveal? You know he's coming at some point in the next week or two, so hopefully we see some Brainiac gameplay too. I'm kind of interested to see how he's going to work. He's literally a character that could do almost anything with, and it would kind of make sense, but who knows? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time with some more Injustice 2 news. Peace.